Welcome back for our third and final match. This is Old Man Poole. We've won the dice roll. And hopefully we're beating up on a Gideon. Nothing feels better. Ugh. And this deck has definitely asked me the question, what are you willing to keep a number of times here? I think this is still something we're willing to keep. If we find a plains, the hand's pretty good. I think that's all we get to say about that. But let's keep. Alright, opponent kept at 7 as well. Let's play out a swamp. And I guess hope that we find plains. I'm a little bit disappointed that we haven't gotten the dream of playing Famished Paladin into either Squire's Devotion or Mark of the Vampire. I guess Squire's Devotion turn 3 is just the absolute dream. But, Martyr of Dusk. Alright. Go ahead and pass back. Alright, Raptor Companion actually does assault us pretty quickly, but bad against Queen's Commission. Come on, plains. Ugh. Well, we were asking for it, I suppose. But this hand did have a reasonable fail rate. We're just getting to see that in action. Plains? Plains? Almost. The bad sign on your Vampire Remnant's gonna have to block one of these folk, but I think we are at that point. If he's got a trick, it's obviously not great for us. If he has anything but lands, it's not great for us, but can't just take it forever. Bonded Horncrest. Okay, Dusk Legion Zealot gives us a chance of finding white. Plains? No. Why you do this to me? Alright. Tragedy. True tragedy. Can't even block the Sun Sentinel. Can we chump block? Nah, not yet. Alright. So we got something. We got something here. So I think we play the Sanguine Glorifier, put the counter on the Dusk Legion Zealot, try and block both Sun Sentinels. If he doesn't have a trick, we maybe don't lose. Oh! Oh man, the cringe. We could have played Martyr of Dusk off the Unclaimed Territory ages ago. Oh, this was self-inflicted. Oh, the pain. Our first 2 white spells is like, oh, it doesn't even cast off Unclaimed Territory. Martyr of Dusk definitely does, though. Oh, man. We could play both of them this turn. Oh, man. I blame myself for everything. Here I am complaining. And we had it all along. Oh, that was... the punt. The punt. It's so big, I can't. Oh, man. Alright, well, I guess we all make mistakes, but... Oh, the pain. If he has a combat trick, we're dead. Yeah. Alright, well, I don't think we needed to lose that game. Hopefully it won't cost us the match. Oh... I'm like physically weak over here. Okay, that's alright, that's alright. What are we cutting from this deck? I think Vampire Revenant is maybe a little bit slow. Looks like we're gonna have to interact with my opponent on board. I like bringing in the Raptor Companion for it. I think that's okay though. Let's run back now. Ouch though. Yeah. That game was completely on me. I would like to play first. Okay, this hand's pretty good. A little bit slow, but pretty good. We even have the tap land open, so... I've got a good feeling about this one. Got a good feeling. Opponent keeps as well. We do need to hit some lands along the way, but I think that's not unreasonable. Perfect. The plains that never was last game. Or, I guess was eventually, but not soon enough. So Cleric not getting us any value is a little bit unfortunate, since the life gain is pretty significant in this deck, but that's alright. I don't think we block my opponent's Sun Sentinel if he comes in. I think we'll play the Sanguine Glorifier and pump it up. And then hopefully be able to swing into whatever my opponent's doing. Legion Conquistador. Alright. Let's see how many my opponent managed to snipe. Just one, which I think is fine to play, but is kind of the limit of being excited too. Glorifier's nice here. Lets the Inspiring Cleric swing and also provides a pretty good blocker. We're to the point where we really would like to find a couple more lands, but we're not doing terrible here, even if we miss for a couple of turns too. We've got Vampire Revenant. Ow. That is some aggressive blocking. I am happy with that though. That's a great trade for us. He got value off the Legion Inquisitor, but okay, Steadfast Armasaur. So yeah, that's something we'd really like to Dark Nourishment. Can we just do it right now? I think so. A good tempo play. I guess actually we could wait a turn and swing into it right now. Yeah, maybe that's better. Then he has to keep up mana for it, and he looks like he's maybe... I don't know, he's played lands every turn. It's just been a fast game. Alright. We don't have to nourish him in right now, so... We can play it cool. We can play it cool here. No play. That's either keeping up the Armasaur or he has something else. Kind of like just playing Queen's Agent here. Swing with the Revenant, see if that changes anything. See if he has like a Bombard or something. Okay, Slash of Talons. Equally possible. And let's play our Queen's Agent. And hopefully turn it into a 4/4. Keep just about anything on top. Ooh, Luminous Bonds for sure. Opponent definitely has more cards in hand. Champion of Dusk will help us refuel though. Just draw 3 cards out of the blue. And while Steadfast Armasaur does a good job of keeping the Sanguine Glorifier at bay, it's... I assume you swing here. No, not willing to trade. Interesting. That makes me think like on Friendly Fire. I guess Champion of Dusk is still okay though. Let's do it before combat. Because if he has to Unfriendly Fire, then we can swing in with the Sanguine Glorifier. Nothing. Okay. Well, we could just straight up trade for his Armasaur with the Queen's Agent. I think that's okay. We have 2 Dark Nourishments in hand. This is maybe a better tempo play though. Oh, Divine Verdict. Okay. I guess that's possible too. Yeah, maybe we should have considered that a little bit more, but that's alright. We find another land, we'll go something like Famished Paladin, Dark Nourishment. Okay, he's swinging this time. Yeah, definitely still not really in the mood to block. Our hand is pretty stacked here though. Okay, Fire Cannon Blast on the champion. Takes care of a big threat, but doesn't do tons either. We did find a land. I think we're just going to flood the board this turn though, and hold on to the Dark Nourishment still. Opponent's had a very defensive hand this game. One of our planes, and we'll just pass back. Steadfast Armasaur though, it's showed its worth in a couple of the games we played. Okay, just Legion Conquistador. It's obviously kind of free, but if that's the best he can play, it's not all that bad either. Oh, that's unfortunate. So he had one in hand, actually. So he did get 3 in the draft. So I think we go to swing a Dark Nourishment, the Armasaur, untap the Paladin, get in there. That means we have to trade down with one of those. We could just play Pirate's Cutlass swing. You can't actually keep the Armasaur up right now. Maybe that's better. Let's equip up our Sanguine Glorifier and go in with House. One's down to 1 card in hand. Like I said, we've got a grip of removal, so I think we're doing okay. Still can't believe we threw the first game. I'm not sure we would have won it anyway, but we played awkwardly. Alright, Very happy to trade for the Steadfast Armosaur there. A little bit surprised he didn't go for the Glorifier. I guess that means he doesn't keep a Conquistador, though. So if he does have removal, I mean, we're out of threats, but if not, we can make room for the Glorifier pretty reliably. Ooh, Trapjaw Tyrant. That's a good one. Okay, let's cast Arterial Flow first. Just got a Plains. Cast Luminous Bonds on the Trapjaw Tyrant, because I don't actually want to trade here, given that we've only got one threat. My opponent's not looking absurd. I guess, actually, maybe we do just trade. So if you got something like Ryle or Dual Shot, that is a way we could lose the game as it goes longer. A little bit more conservative. I guess this gives him only one draw if we Luminous Bonds. So we swing him down to 5. And then even then we maybe can win with Dark Nourishments if you find something great. Yeah, I think this is good. That gives us a slight chance of being blown out, but I think this is a good shot to win next turn too. So if he just finds like a land, it's over. Okay, Nourishment. Alright, we got him. Okay, my opponent's deck looks pretty good. He's got a lot of reasonable tricks. A good card advantage engine with Legion Conquistador and Trapjaw Tyrant. Like, opponent's deck looks very solid. Are we sideboarding in any way? Haven't seen anything the Cleansing Ray hits. Same goes with Demystify, I suppose. Vampire Revenant actually maybe seemed better than I gave it credit for, although I do like Raptor Companion just as another interactive card on the ground. I guess Recovers may be good given how much removal he has. Maybe Arterial Flow is a little bit less exciting. Getting back to something like Champion of Dusk or Queen's Agent or the like is good. I think we're likely to be trading cards back and forth a lot in the matchup. So maybe I like Recover. Alright, well, we've given ourselves a shot after our game 1 throw, but bear with me here, bear with me. We've got a chance. This hand's pretty good. Opponent mulligan down to 6. We've got Raptor Companion into Inspiring Cleric into Sanguine Glorifier, which is a pretty good curve if my opponent doesn't have great interaction. Need to put a card on the bottom. Okay, Queen's Commission, not bad as well. Just another versatile card. Maybe play something like Raptor Companion. I could see us playing the Queen's Commission into it. Alright. See what he has on 3, if anything. Okay, Conquistador. Well, he's going to be playing those for a while. I think we will trade with our Raptor Companion. I don't think it's real likely we get away from without doing it. Man, if we had Famished Paladin last turn, that would have been even a little bit better, because we could have played Inspiring Cleric as a follow-up. I think we still play the Cleric, though. A couple of Queen's Commission tokens are nice and boost up the Famished Paladin as well. Yep, trade. And I think we do want to play the Inspiring Cleric over the Famished Paladin. I guess it's a little bit less mana efficient. What happens when we play Famished Paladin this turn? And then next turn we Sanguine Glorifier, swing for 4. Turn after that, play Inspiring Cleric. Yeah, maybe that's still okay. Okay, I take it back. I think we're going to play the Paladin. Get one more value swing out of it. Okay, Armosaur. Fine, not absurd. Ooh, Squire's Devotion. We have got the Wombo. My opponent's got Fire Cannon Blast, which would make a mockery of it. And Divine Verdict, which could as well. I think we're going to hold the Squire's Devotion until a little bit later in the game. I do like the Sanguine Glorifier play here. Let's see if we can't draw out some of my opponent's removal. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think I like playing Famished Paladin last turn. It is a cost playing something that's a little bit less mana efficient, but I think that the upside is definitely there. Because we did that, we're less likely to double spell for a little while. Since we've got 4 mana and a bunch of 3-drops. And if we found 1 more mana, potentially we could have played like Famished Paladin, something else earlier, but Alright, there's Trapjaw Tyrant. I think we just gotta Luminous Bonds it. Yeah. And pretty much just hope that my opponent doesn't have good interaction for it going forward. If he's got things like Ryle, it's pretty rough for us. You can't run things like Hunt the Weak or Prey Upon in this deck, but Shake the Foundations obviously would be great. Steadfast Armasaur continuing to do pretty good work here. It is a little bit of a cost having to keep up 2 mana all the time, but not an overwhelming one either. This next turn our plan is to play Inspiring Cleric, swing with the Paladin. Oh no! Alright, well, that's super good. Forerunner and Trapjaw. We just straight up lose? Pretty close. What do we have that answers this in the deck? I guess we have to find like Dark Nourishment to kill the Forerunner, and he'll have gotten a ton of value by that point. We have no way to just kill the Trapjaw though. Ooh man. Pain. If only we hadn't thrown that first game. If only. Okay. Let's play our Inspiring Cleric. We can at least swing with both of these guys. I wouldn't be unhappy trading. Yeah, my opponent's just going to get to start exiling random creatures. And the Imperial Ceratops is going to gain him a bunch of life, too. One is at 6. He may not have... Well, I don't know. Imperial... Sorry about the motorcycle outside. Imperial Ceratops might just have great stuff, though. Yeah, not blocking. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, and we just have like no way to get rid of Trapjaw Tyrant. The best bet is to get rid of Forerunner. Okay, we found a land. We play Voracious Vampire. Get in. Force him to like block with those two. We kill off the Armasaur. I guess that's a good trade. If he has any more dinosaurs though, the game just ends so quickly. Come on, give me the Forerunner. Let me kill it. I don't think there's a chance of that, but... Yep. And we're just gonna put all the damage on the Armasaur here. We're still at 18. It's possibly runs out of gas, but... Trapjaw Forerunners, quite the combo. Especially the Imperial Ceratops on board. My opponent being at 8, I think, is our best advantage, though. Ooh. Alright then. Cleansing Ray it is. So we take just a whole load of damage. I guess just 5. A medium load of damage. And Conquistador. Yep. Land, we could get back like Inspiring Cleric, swing. It's not very good even though. You get back Inspiring Cleric, put on the Famished Paladin, hope he doesn't have anything else. Also maybe hope to draw some value card. Evolving Wilds doesn't quite count. Okay. Maybe he doesn't have that much more that enables it. He just hasn't shown us like tons and tons of dinosaurs. Trapjaw's pretty good though. We're still taking 5 a turn, kind of no matter how we look at it. Okay, Bonnet Horncrest gets to steal something. He can't actually swing with the Trapjaw Tyrant this turn though. Otherwise we get both of our cards back. I think this game has just run away from us very quickly though. Do I even trade there? I don't think so. We haven't found any of our flyers too. The Vampire Revenants are probably our best shot. I think we need to hold on to the Squire's Devotion and try and get value off of it. try and get to the point where Punch doesn't have good attacks. Well, that's never gonna happen. How do we win? How do we win? We find Vampire Revenant, we stick Squire's Devotion, we slowly work our way through. Chump block here. Don't really like blocking still. The vampires are a risk to the Forerunner anyway. I mean, if he had dinosaurs, I imagine he'd keep playing them just because the exile effect's so good, but Skyblade's Legion slows us down too. I think still have to wait, but I see the writing on the wall. Well, there's a lesson to be learned here, I suppose. Unclaimed territory does tap for white creatures. Coming in with the Force. Right now he's representing 13 damage. Alright, so suppose we find Dark Nourishment and Squire's Devotion. We gain 6 life, kill off the Forerunner, swing for 6. So I guess we kill off like that. We have 2 blockers next turn. We go like block, block. Still dead. Yeah, I think this game is just like ridiculously over, but I'll play it out to the bitter end. The tear-jerking bitter end. Queen's Agent. Don't think it's good enough, but play that. I think we actually have to put it into the graveyard. It's a great card, but we're not gonna have any life next turn. Because right now, as it is, we're like blocking, blocking, gaining 6, taking 5, something like that. I guess maybe we could have kept Champion. I don't think we can even play it though, even after the chump blocks. And maybe that was incorrect though. Maybe that was, I should have counted it out a little bit beforehand. And my opponent's deck looks very solid. Block like that, block like that, like that. I have to imagine he's got a trick. Otherwise I don't think he'd trade there, but it's still going to be an awfully hard game for us to come back from, even if that was a mistake. Yep, Divine Verdict. My opponent is no fool, unfortunately. Not like us. Not like us. Oh, GG's. Man, how disappointing. I feel like that deck was good, but yeah, it feels even worse given that we kind of threw. Again, we may not have won that first game anyway, but it feels bad to know that we would have had a chance. The deck was fun though. I think it came together quite well. Champion of Dusk was a good first pick, and even though we didn't get anything on that same power level again, we were set up with like a bunch of Famished Paladins. That was some fun gameplay. I actually haven't been able to play with this card too much, but it was cool being able to trigger it off things like Queen's Commission, Inspiring Cleric, even things like Arterial Flow. And then obviously playing like Mark of the Vampire and Squire's Devotion fed into that strategy as well. Definitely felt vampiric. Dark Nourishment. Yeah, we had a lot of good cards that enabled the Famished Paladins. Yeah, I think we definitely could have gone all the way. We ran a Trap Jaw Tyrant, and I think that stole the last game from my opponent, and just didn't ever actually see any like unconditional removal. So the closest we came was the Luminous Bonds, but didn't have a chance to take Impale or Contract Killing during the draft, and that maybe was the one weakness that the deck really had. But hey, 2-1, not the end of the world. Thanks everyone so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate the support. I think at this point, most of these videos that are coming out are so far down on YouTube that only my loyal fans are gonna find them, so I appreciate you guys that are still on the lookout. So thanks a lot. You guys mean an awful lot to me. I will see you guys next time.